They'll tell you it's luck. They always do, don't they? They see the final chapter and think they understand the story. They look at the applause, the spotlight, the moment you finally made it, and they assume it was all written in the stars. You're lucky, they say, with a half smile and a shrug, as if those two words could sum up everything you fought through. As if the battles behind closed doors were just background noise. As if the late nights, the silent tears, the voice in your head that begged you not to give up meant nothing. But let's speak plainly here, with no veil of politeness. Let's call things what they are. Success is not a kiss from fate. It is not a lottery ticket. It is not the favor of some invisible hand that reaches down and lifts a chosen few. No, my friend. Success is habit. It is discipline dressed in the same clothes every single day. It is repetition without recognition. It is devotion that doesn't make headline. It is waking up every day and choosing again and again not to quit. The world loves glamour. It worships results. It puts trophies on pedestals and writes biographies about victories. But no one wants to hear about the mornings you woke up and didn't feel like trying. No one celebrates the hours you spent in practice, going over the same routine until your body moved from memory and your soul moved in silence. No one records the rejections, the doubts, the maybe next time, the you're not ready, the it's not good enough, that echo louder than applause ever could. But that's where the real magic. There's something almost holy about showing up when it's hard, when your heart is heavy and your soul is tired, but still, somewhere inside you, there's this flicker, this whisper that says, one more time. That whisper is not luck. That's the seed of habit blooming quietly in the dark. You see, most people wait for a feeling. They wait for inspiration, motivation, clarity, applause. They wait for the right mood, the right weather, the perfect time. But time doesn't wait for them. And success doesn't show up to the door of the passive. Success lives at the end of a long road, walked by the consistent, the deliberate, the faithful. It rewards the ones who dare to keep going long after the world has gone silent. Because let's be honest, anyone can start. Anyone can burn bright for a day, a week, a month. But not everyone can stay. Not everyone can endure. The silence between effort and outcome. Not everyone can carry the weight of invisible progress. There will be days where you question everything. Days when the work feels thankless, pointless even. You'll wonder if all this effort matters. If all these habits are really shaping your future or just draining your energy. You'll compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel, and the doubt will settle in like fog. But even then, especially then, you must trust the process. Trust a habit. Trust the quiet transformation that happens, not in leaps, but in layers. Success is slow. It creeps in like dawn, inch by inch, barely noticeable, until suddenly everything looks different in its light. You don't notice the strength while you're building it. You don't feel the shift while you're in the middle of it. But one day, without warning, you look back and realize the things that once terrified you are now second nature. The mountain you thought you'd never climb is now beneath your feet. That's what habit does. It rewires your identity. It becomes the rhythm of who you are. It teaches your bones to keep moving, even when your heart is unsure. It doesn't rely on willpower. It creates willpower. It becomes the structure that holds you up when motivation crumbles. And there's beauty in that. A quiet beauty. a kind of poetry in the patience. Because habit is love in action. It's choosing your dream again and again, even when it doesn't love you back yet. It's choosing the version of yourself that only exists in potential and nurturing it with every step. It's devotion. It's grit. It's grace wrapped in effort. People romanticize luck. They paint it in golden strokes, as if some people are simply kissed by destiny, while the rest are left behind. But luck is fickle. Luck is noisy and fragile. It's here today and gone tomorrow. You can't build a life on luck. But habit is yours to control. Habit is steady. It doesn't care about talent or timing or how many followers you have. It only asks, will you show up and will you keep showing up? You don't need to be the best. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin and then begin again and again. You need to fall in love with repetition, not because it's exciting, but because it's effective. You need to trust the small things, the early mornings, the hard choices, the deliberate acts of self-respect. Yes, self-respect. Because that's what habit really is. A form of respect for your future. It's a declaration that you are worthy of effort, that your life matters enough to shape it intentionally, that your dreams are not random, they are assignments, and your habits are the tools that build them. It will never be perfect. You will miss a day, you will lose momentum, you will fail often, but the difference between those who reach the summit and those who stay at the base isn't perfection. It's persistence. It's the willingness to begin again without shame, to stumble forward, to reset. Some days, the only thing you'll accomplish is not giving up, and that is enough. That is more than enough. Because every day you don't quit is a day you're rewriting the story. Every moment you stay loyal to the vision is a moment you're proving. Success was never about luck. It was always about loyalty to your craft, to your cause, to yourself. There will be no trumpets when you resist the urge to scroll and choose to write instead. No spotlight will shine when you choose the gym over the couch or read instead of distract. No one will clap when you put the work in, especially not in the beginning. But over time, the compound interest of those choices builds a fortress around you, a strength that doesn't shake, a mind that doesn't flinch, a spirit that doesn't break. Because habit builds character, and character outlives fame. It outlasts trends. It outshines talent. It becomes the core of everything you create. When others burn out, you'll still be burning bright. Not because of luck, but because you fed the flame every single day, even when no one saw you. So when people look at you and say you're lucky, smile. Let them believe that if they need to, but you'll know the truth. You'll know the nights you cried and still showed up, the days you wanted to quit but couldn't bear to betray your own dream. You'll remember the early mornings, the silent progress, the unglamorous consistency. You didn't get here by chance. You built this. One habit at a time, one hard choice after another, one silent victory layered upon silent victory. You bled into this dream. You gave it your all, day after day, moment after moment. And eventually, it blew. And one day you realized that it was this that had been bubbling under the surface. One habit at a time, one hard choice after another, One silent victory layered upon silent victory. You bled into this stream. You gave it your all, day after day, moment after moment. And the best part? You're just getting started. Because habit doesn't have a finish line. It is the process and the reward. It is both the path and the proof. You're not lucky, you're loyal. And loyalty to your future is the most powerful force there is. So keep rising, keep choosing, keep becoming. Let others chase luck, let them wait for signs. You've found your sign. It's in your own two hands. It's in the rhythm of your own breath. It's in the daily decisions that may look small to the world, but are sacred to the soul. And every time you choose to keep going, you are not just moving closer to success, you are embodying it. Because success was never a destination, it was